performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Here's the first carry for Austin Ekeler. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. And here's a handoff out of the gun. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down to about the 26 here. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This is caught by Evans. Touchdown. Mike Evans with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Falcons are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Corral to throw on 1st and 10. Again, he finds Moore. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Corral to throw, 1st and 10. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. They go quickly here out to Moore. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore. His first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. a touchdown. Here's McLaughlin to kick off. From the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second and 12, operating from the 39. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to Austin Ekeler, the running back. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Going to be an issue because it's tough to make those quick cuts that you're used to making on a soggy track. In fact, the Hall of Fame runner once told me, cut on your heels in this type of weather. Gives you better balance.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Here they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Finding Evans here, going across the middle of the field. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 27-yard line. 18 yards, a big pickup there on third down. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Running on first down, Ekeler. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Now back to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. First and 10 for the Panthers as Corral gets him set at their own 16. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing on second and 14. Corral. And a quick throw here that's complete.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is not going anywhere. He will not even get back to the line of scrimmage as the clock will stop at the 2-minute warning. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. And it's fielded at the 34. Shreds him with a stiff arm. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
On play action, they'll throw. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
They'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Up the middle with Eckler. And some room to work. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one 28 yards on the ground.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
It showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 5, 2nd and 4. Once more, here's Eckler. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Austin Ekeler, as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. A final shot before the half for Corral. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground to about the 40-yard line. Now, these two teams, they met in Charlotte earlier in the year with the Panthers coming out on top. So a win here in Charlotte would give them the season sweep. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Ekeler running it. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to pick up the first with Ekeler. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. 90 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Second into his prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Right back to him on first down. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Corral looking to pass, 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the gun, they'll try to run it. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, Corral. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 24-yard line. The 3rd down conversion successful, a gain of 11.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. From the gun, he'll hand this off. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Corral. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20-17. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result. Because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move, to influence the defensive front, to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him. Sat there waiting for him and made the play.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have third and long coming up.
The offense on third down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Back to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They'll look to throw here. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 64 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Okay, ready?
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait, because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
We'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but works and clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right. But the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Ready?
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. They'll set up to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Panthers will get the football back.
1st and 10 for the Panthers as Corral gets them set.
At their own 26. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Corral.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field?
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Third down, trying to get a little bit closer. From here, the field goal would be 55 yards.
Corral to throw.
And Ingram holds it in. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 25-yard line. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 121 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And they will get the timeout. So 3 seconds remaining, and they can trot out the field goal unit and try to send this one to overtime. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. And his kick is good. And that's going to tie things at 20. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Conditions only going to get worse as we get back to football here to start this overtime.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. Now they try the right side here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
First throw of the extra session for Corral.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back.
The defense defense is going to let him think about it a little as they use their second timeout here. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result only